What is the twirly one? The twirly one, my friend, is a fire basket arrow, and as the name would suggest, they were used for making incendiary arrows, or fire arrows. And fire basket arrows go all the way back to the Roman Empire, and possibly even further back than that. So for those of you who may not have been aware, yes, fire arrows were real. Now I only say this because I've seen a few people say that they never existed and that they've been debunked. Well, they absolutely have not been debunked. It's not a conspiracy theory. Now I can only assume that these people have misinterpreted something they've watched on the internet, because fire arrows very much did exist and they were used, but not in the way that modern media interpretations of medieval warfare would have you believe. Yes, the way modern media portray the use of incendiary arrows is complete and utter bollocks. They weren't just fire on a stick, they weren't used nearly as often as film and television make it seem, and they certainly weren't being loosed at individual people. They were not weapons designed for open warfare. They were only really used for specific purposes because they were expensive, and they were predominantly used for sieges, for attacking buildings, and for naval warfare. Historically, there were a few different ways to make incendiary arrows, and they were intelligently designed using various chemical ingredients such as arsenic, camphor, sulfur, and potassium nitrate, to name a few. The way in which they were constructed made it so that when the ingredients at the core were burning hot enough, they were very difficult to extinguish. And with these various chemical ingredients, they could also serve as a sort of medieval chemical weapon, being loosed into buildings and acting as a smoke charge, producing clouds of noxious smoke in order to drive people out. If you would like to learn more about historically accurate fire arrows, then I strongly recommend you watch Tod Cutler's video on them, posted on his Tod's Workshop channel. And as for me, I will be doing a fire basket demo as soon as I can find some land to do it on. So, if anybody out there's got a field and they don't mind me loosing a few fire arrows on it, give me a shout.